Hello Leo, this is your fortnightly 2-weekly reading from actually from the 17th of February up until the 30th of February 2018, and this is an unsugar-coated reading that is quite close to the bone and deals with realism. So I'm just going to really take this off the bat here. I'm going to be using my medieval deck here, and then I'll have a look at some other cards that I could use here. So let's have a look. What's happening for Leo? And I think I have to say, guys, that I just feel that it's just been so challenging for most of us in February, and I'm kind of not even sure why really. Maybe somebody can put in the descriptions, not in the descriptions, in the comments there, of why things are quite difficult for most signs for February. You know, so it just seems like every reading that I'm doing is, you know, quite hard. So let's have a look here. I mean, it is planet Earth, and this is the unsugar-coated readings, okay? So it's not as if, you know, so that's what I specialise in. So let's have a look here. I'm going to straight off the bat for Leo. What's happening for Leo? What's happening for Leo? I get somebody is quite challenging around you, and I said that last week, didn't I? Last week's readings there. So yeah, and I'll be honest with you, the first card I've got here, which I don't like, is the King of Swords in reverse. I don't like the King of Swords in reverse because the King of Swords in reverse is a manipulative, narcissistic kind of evil type of person, sorry, male or female, and most readers would say that about the King of Swords in reverse. On top of that, yeah, why does this person want disharmony? They just want, they're toxic, and I think you've got to make, I think there's a sense here, you need to make a decision, Leo. If how can you ignore this toxic environment? It's drama every day. How can you keep ignoring it when it's going on? And something like this, when somebody creates drama for the sake of drama, and they think it's, you know, from their template, from their own template, this is how they have been taught by their parents that, you know, this is love, and this is the way, you know, people behave in relationships. So they've learned this. They've actually learned this, okay? So it's always trying to make things disharmony. So whether you have coped with this in ways of trying to like ignore it, or kind of the way to get through this, if you've got children or whatever here, that this person feels like this is the way to have a relationship, by creating drama, manipulating everybody, creating arguments, and to you it's like giving you chest pains because you're thinking you don't understand this. But if you can try to understand this, that this is the way this person kind of ticks, and if you can kind of let it kind of, it's not as easy until you kind of realise or work out what you're going to do, even to just let it kind of go over your head. I mean, I don't feel you can put up with this drama for forever and a day. And even if you said and sat down with this person look, if this continues, I will leave. So you know, you need to stop this. Even if you say this person will laugh at you, and there'll be more drama, even more than the normal pot, you know, the normal kind of amount of drama. It will be more and more piled on top. They think it's funny, and they think it's powerful, but underneath they are quite weak. I've got the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is in reverse because this person is quite weak, and this is the way they. I don't even understand this, to be honest. It's full of manipulation, crazy making drama, yeah. And this is giving you a headache, you know. I can't cope with this. My heart can't cope with this any longer, because you know you're kind of polar opposite to this person. You like serenity, you like peace, you like a sanctuary to be your home, not this crazy situation. Yeah, I get a lot of reversed cards here. I just feel that maybe there's a kind of realization that this person is not kind of stable in mind, and I think this will kind of, there'll be a realization of this, an epiphany of this, because this is like, you can sit down with this person, you can sit down and talk to this person and just say, I cannot cope with this. I've told you numerous times to stop doing this lying, this you know, this drama, these arguments, these outbursts. I want them to stop. The more you say this, this person thinks it's just doesn't take any notice, you know. So I feel that there's going to be some kind of realization that this is part of this person's mental kind of, yeah, this person's very manipulative, fiery person. And I just see you like this. Most of the time you can't live your life like this. You can't live your life like this. All of these cards are in reverse. And the whole family are crazy, okay. I've got the King of Wands here, the King of Cups here, the King of Swords, and they're all in reverse. And now I've got the King of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a lot of people here that are toxic and are surrounding you, and I think you need to kind of realise that, okay, this family are absolutely crazy. Either I learn how to deal with this, or I decide that actually I cannot live with this, you know. So this is what I've got here for you, Leo. And this is because this stems from jealousy, and this could also be in the workplace. It's not necessarily in the home. You know, this could be in the workplace, because this stems from jealousy of you, and these people are surrounding you, giving you a migraine every day, you know. And this is what I've got here is there's delays here. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse is you want to succeed in this relationship, but these people around are jealous, and they may kind of influence your partner to be nasty to you, just feeding negativity to them, that, oh, you shouldn't let that person do that, oh, you shouldn't let that person do that, or this or that, and making problems within your relationship, kind of get interfering in-laws and that kind of thing. So this could also be in the mix. goodness. Okay. Yeah, all of these are in reverse. These people are crazy nuts around you. I've got the Princess of Cups in reverse. And this is somebody who's got a romantic desire towards your partner. And they're kind of chasing your partner with rose tinted glasses on, head in the clouds kind of thing. So goodness me. And now you feel that you may lose money here, or your security. Now you know there's no discipline. There's no discipline here. There's no discipline. This person's crossing the line. You've got all these people that are drama. There's lots of drama around you, and there's no discipline. And there is financial losses here too. There's financial losses as well. What can I say? I think because you are very kind of, you're very kind of staid, you're very kind of, your mind is stable, shall I say. Your upbringing has been stable, and you're very even, on an even keel when it comes to your emotions. These people around you don't have that template, and what they're trying to do is crack you for you to be as crazy as what they are, you know, showing you the way to cross the line. You're the only sane person sitting in this mess here. So I think instead of getting dragged into this, you could be an observer. And see it for what it is. Think, well, you know, I'm just not going to say anything, and I'm just not going to respond. I think if you respond, you're not crazy. If you're trying to get through this, okay, and you're not crazy, you can't pretend that you're crazy. You can't pretend to and say some crazy thing that's toxic just to make them believe that you're entering into their insanity. You could do that, but in reality you're an observer, and you're kind of just going along with this until you find your way out of this. Okay, that's what I've got here. Phew. Right, what I'm going to do is put the Morgan Greer on top of this, okay? Okay, so you're the only sane person in this crazy town, okay? That's what I've got here. And you've tried to have new beginnings. You may have even left this person to get new beginnings, but it's still going to be the same, I'm afraid. Whatever you've tried to do to change this, because you want a new beginning. You want a new beginning, and you want justice. You want justice here, because you don't want your equilibrium turned upside down. You don't want your equilibrium turned upside down. Like I said, you're the only sane person in this village. Do you believe this? I do. Leo, I've still got the same people that's come up here. I've got the King of Cups in reverse, as I did before. Somebody who's quite weak. I've also got immaturity here. I also see you seeking advice here, maybe from somebody like me, or a counsellor, or just make sure you're not seeking advice from the wrong person. That may make this kind of situation worse. But I do see you seeking advice, the Hierophant, somebody that's quite wise in this situation. You may find out from one of these people. They may say to you, it's always been like this. You know, this family is dysfunctional. This you know, this workplace is dysfunctional. This you know, these people are dysfunctional. So you know, this, you know, headaches. I get headaches every day. I mean, I guess they're just trying to shock you out of your socks, thinking that you're kind of staid, that you're kind of square. That's an old-fashioned term, I know, but they think that you're too serious, you're too professional, and this is why they're just trying to push you to not be like that, because it's not them. I've got you looking at your own future, your own dominion here, and creating, maybe you should just get away from these people if you can, and just go the majority of the time away from these people and get your own contentment. You know, create something like your own hobbies. You know, go and do some work solitary, alone, without being around these people, and just say, I have to do some work, I'm busy, I've got. Create yourself an office somewhere that you can just close the door and lock it, you know, and get out of this, and create your own contentment. Because I think if you do that, you would be able to tolerate this for maybe 2 hours a day, 2 or 3 hours a day, but that's going to be the limit, you know. So yeah, I have got yeah, I've got the Magician here, somebody who thinks they're so clever by being very manipulative, and there is a mental illness here. Somebody's got problems, issues, and again I get the Moon card here, and again I get somebody who's got something hidden in their mind, creates this drama. It could be in-laws, it could be somebody at work, it could be you know, and if you can kind of think, okay, this person is crazy, and they create this dysfunction here, I will take myself away from this, and I will create my own, you know, my own contentment away from this person. I think you would be able to cope with this until you move out of this situation, or find another job, or find another place to live. I think for the interim time, just smile and say, and go along with this craziness, and even pretend to be a little bit toxic, and then, you know, just look for somewhere to escape from this, because you know you're not like this. Okay, I think that's a great advice spiritually, okay, for anybody who's in this situation. Take yourself out of the situation, get yourself an office somewhere, cheap office, or, you know, if you're at work, go and do your work somewhere alone. Try to avoid people, but when you're in the company of these people, just chip in with the toxic behaviour and pretend that you're like that, but you're not really, okay. Yeah, that's what I've got here for Leo for this time frame. Kind of keeping your head down in a way for the next 2 weeks, okay. So I'm going to leave your reading at that. It could be your partner, because this is a general love reading too. Could be partner, could be family, could be people who you are close to. But how to manage this is to just separate yourself from it mentally, okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and good luck for these next 2 weeks. If you'd like your own personal reading, please send me an email. My email address is down here, and I will send you my tarot. And also at the bottom here there is I'm trying to think what I'm saying now. That was quite interesting, that reading. There is a description in the descriptions area. I've got discounts if you want to take a quick look at the discounts there. And you would like your own personal reading, please let me know. Just to let you know, a couple of days from like the 18th to the 20th, if you want to book a reading, please do, but I just won't be able to do any readings in those few days because I'm going to do some recreational thing, going walking and things like that. So just to let you know. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Find what this is saying is find your own peace. Find your own contentment by taking yourself away from and limiting your time with these people. Okay. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care, Leo. Bye bye.